popping.
What's good, everyone? This is Dale from Upstate Bets and DFS. I'm here with my partner Reoz, bringing you guys this 8-game slate here on Monday. So we're back on Pricepicks. I'm sure you guys have seen Pricepicks plenty of times now, but it's a fun way to play. It's where we take our player props personally. They offer the best odds over on Pricepicks, so I recommend you use it for your player props if you haven't already. If you're on another sports book, take a look at Pricepicks because you're probably going to get a discount on a lot of different things. Plus, the odds are always even. So, if you're taking a guy like John Morant, you take the over/under on him. You can pair him up with someone even in the NFL for the Super Bowl. You could they have college sports, esports, stuff like that. You can mix and match. Take the over/under on him and a player in a different category. So fun way to play. You can sign up using promo code UPSTATE. That'll give you 100% deposit match on your first deposit up to $100. So thank you guys for joining. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and like this video. If you do get any sort of knowledge out of this, we're going to try to help you cut your research time down and give you some picks for today's slate. So we do offer some premium content over on Patreon as well. And Rios, tell them about that.
Yeah, this is the last day of the month, so tomorrow is a new month. The perfect time to sign up early on in the month. You can find it at patreon.com/upstate. We've been red hot over on the Patreon for NBA, and we're just going to continue that streak. A lot of stuff going on. We got hit rate articles, private Discord, me and Dale's articles that we break down players and kind of give you plays for the night that we're really on and that ourselves are plugging in. So a lot of good stuff over on there. You can find it at patreon.com/upstate. It'll also be linked in the description below.
Yeah, so they charge you on the first of the month. So wouldn't advise signing up today. If you're gonna sign up, take a look at tomorrow to sign up the first of the month. Just makes a lot more sense. Definitely not required to sign up. Me and Raz are still gonna be bringing content to you guys daily. So yeah, well, let's get right into this, man. I'm in the points category to start off for my pick, and the first guy right on the board, John Morant. I think he looks the best. He's one of the best guys on the slate in terms of hit rate. 26.5. I debated on going to him for PRA or threes. I like the points a little bit more. I took him against Washington and PRA, got burnt because Ja's usually the type of the guy that'll give you 5 to 6 rebounds. He can rack up assists with all the shooters he's got around him and other people that can score the ball. But he just went out there and just dropped 34 points and nothing else. I mean, he had a couple assists and a couple rebounds, but for the most part, he was just getting to the hole. I mean, he shoots the three ball pretty well right now. That's why I was considering taking threes. But 26.5, the way he's been playing, and now with no Joel Embiid in the paint for this game, I think this is a great opportunity for Ja to continue to smash. And 26.5 looks really good.
He just keeps getting over 30 points in the last 5 games. It's hard to kind of fade someone with that production and with no Embiid in this game. The guy that I'm on here tonight is Robert Williams. His line's sitting at 8.5, going against the Heat. 2 out of 5, not a great hit rate, but you could see against Washington and against the Pelicans, he's falling half a point short. This is someone early on in the season that we really didn't talk about, but his emergence on the scene here, he's been playing upwards of 30, 35 minutes every single game. Doesn't really matter if Al Horford's out there. Robert Williams still gets great role, and he's just the what's it called? His volume of shots is very low, but he crashes the boards very well on the offensive side to get a couple tip-ins. And at 8.5, I know this game against Miami is tough, but you really can't fade this line with the minutes and the percentage that he makes. I mean, he's shooting about 75% from the field.
Yeah, no doubt. Just the offensive rebounding, the fact that he can get some tip-ins there looks really good, and I think he looks really good in this matchup. For it's a spot where people might get scared to play him against Miami, but he's done it against great defenses before, so I don't mind Robert Williams the third there in that matchup tonight. So I'm gonna just take a look at these Toronto guys just before we jump to the next category. I mean, you can see him they're right here in like a diamond. Siakam, Trent, Anunoby, and Barnes. Even Vanvleet is there. But these guys were all playing upwards of 50 minutes in that triple overtime game. I mean, they still run 40 minutes a night. I mean, it's tough to not like look at one of these guys. My thought process is Siakam's been struggling against Atlanta for a long time now. I wouldn't want to go to him just based on the current trends. Van Fleet hasn't had a big one in a while. I like Trent here. I mean, the volume of shots, I know it's a triple overtime game, but 28 shot attempts. But even before that, 22, 21. Can shoot the three ball really well. Can give you 4 3-pointers in a night, 5 3-pointers in a night. Has a really good opportunity to get you there very early on in the game, especially this team against Atlanta. I think they're going to be focusing on Siakam and Van Fleet, hoping not to get burnt there. So I like Gary Trent out of the pack.
just the last three games scoring 32, 32, 33. We know the streak he can get on when Trent Jr. gets hot, and against this Atlanta team who gives up a bunch of points, I really like that play.
And then let's jump over to another category, man. Let's jump over to rebounds. Anyone here that you like particularly?
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely go right back to Jared Allen here at 10. I like the matchup here against the Pelicans. We saw Joe Val miss due to an illness, non COVID related. If he does miss, that just really opens up Jared Allen to have a monster game. He plays very well against big name centers. We saw all the games against Brooklyn, against Chicago, against the Suns this year. All the top centers. He really thrives for those matchups. And not only that, we talk about how big this Cleveland starting five plays. If there's going to be no Ingram and Joe Val, if his line still stays at 10, that's just a smash spot for him.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. He has played well against big name centers. And at the bottom here, Josh Giddey, with no Shea in this game, he looks really well too at 7.5. I mean, 10 rebounds against the Pacers. I don't know if we got official news that Shea's going to be out. Yeah, he actually is listed as out. But yeah, he looks really good. You could take a look at him at PRA, but I think his rebounds sticks out a little bit more than the rest. He's going to get a lot more usage all around. He's the type of guy that can give you a triple double. We've definitely seen that before. So Giddey at 7.5 rebounds, I think looks really awesome tonight.
Yeah, I love that tonight.
And then let's jump over to PRA, man. There's one guy I want to get to specifically in PRA, and that's with the Embiid news being out. I think Tyrese Maxey stands out, 27.5. We've seen some run for him early on. This is in like the quarter mark of the way of the season, around like 20 25 games in there, that range. There was like a 10 game stretch in there. He was playing like 42 minutes a night, 38 minutes, massive minutes for Maxey he was getting, with no Embiid when they were extremely banged up. So tonight, I mean, he can go out there and give you 20, 21 points. I mean, his line is projected right now at 18 on Pricepicks. So, I mean, this is a spot where he can definitely get you here in scoring, and he just needs maybe 4 or 5 rebounds, 4 or 5 assists to get you over this PRA.
Yeah, I mean the guy that I'm on is kind of the same way. Andrew Wiggins here at 24 and a half against the Houston Rockets. I love this matchup for him. Everyone just seems to go crazy against Houston, but there is that blowout factor for sure here in this game. But Andrew Wiggins, even in blowouts, plays pretty steady minutes. We know he's going to get at least 25, 28 minutes here. We might not see upwards around 30, but great game against Brooklyn, 34 there, 28 against Minnesota, and then Dallas, Utah, and then against Houston. I mean, he just fell short, and we're kind of seeing the trend where if he doesn't hit it, he's going to just miss. So there's a lot of upside in Andrew Wiggins tonight, and especially when he can go out there and get you 20 points, and the rebounds and the assists have came a long way this season for him for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. He had a big scoring night against Brooklyn. If he can keep that trend, keep going upwards, I mean, he can definitely smash this in scoring. He can go out there and give you 22 points just scoring the ball. So I really like Andrew Wiggins in that spot too against the Houston Rockets. Let's jump over to assists, man. For me, no one really sticks out particularly. I mean, Garland's been on a hot streak, but he slipped the last 2 games against Milwaukee and Detroit. I mean, he definitely could be in a bounce back spot tonight. Not one of my go-to guys. I don't know if there's anyone here in assists that you're looking to.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to fade Fred Van Vliet here at 6.5. We saw the two games where he had 12 assists back to back. At 6.5, we talked about the minutes here for this team. Those five guys play insane minutes, upwards to 40 almost every single night. And like you said, Dale, the 57 minutes they played in that triple overtime game, it's just crazy to see. And at 6.5 against this Atlanta team, I mean, there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. With all the playmakers around Van Vliet, it's hard to think he's not going to have double-digit assists in this game.
Yeah, he does look really good in this game against Atlanta. If I'm predicting Trent to smash, I mean, VanVleet definitely can rack up some assists over to Gary Trent in the perimeter. So really like VanVleet there. I'm not really looking to get to the rest of these categories in my opinion. I don't really have anyone. I talked about 3 pointers made a little bit. I like John the points. No one else there sticks out to me. And then if you want to jump to 3 pointers made or fantasy score, whatever one you like, we can get to that.
Yeah, I just want to talk about fantasy score real quick with RJ Barrett going against the Kings. The Kings seem to just give up a ton of points. RJ Barrett has been playing very well as of late. I mean, two monster games against the Clippers and against Cleveland, even another monster game against Milwaukee. We're seeing a lot of upside here. I was kind of ragging on him early on in the season. He's a very up and down player, but as of late, his scoring has been top notch. He's been getting the team very involved, making plays, racking up assists and rebounds, and he's very active on the defensive end. That can get you some blocks and steals, probably 1-1, but still on Prize Picks when they're worth 3, they're worth a lot.
Yeah, no doubt about that. RJ looks really good here in fantasy score, especially if you can get the defensive things rolling. If you can get a couple steals, that would be amazing for fantasy score for us in fantasy score here against Sacramento. So thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video. I appreciate everything. Like I said, if you can like the video, if you haven't liked it yet, that'd be amazing, and subscribe if you haven't yet. We're gonna try to smash this slate and head into next month on a high note. So let's end this month strong. We had a nice start to this month. The middle of the month, everyone, I remember I got to a point where everyone was starting to slip in the NBA DFS world, but let's end this month strong. Let's head into next month on fire. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.